questions, including whether Stephen Paddock planned a getaway. Let's go to Trace Gallagher for more on that. Trace.
Jesse, the sheriff is now on the record saying that he believes Stephen Paddock had an accomplice. What's interesting about that is we know in the run-up to this attack inside the Mandalay Bay Hotel that Stephen Paddock was gambling very heavy in the days before that, sometimes 7, 8 hours at a time. And there are now numerous reports saying that while he was gambling, he was with a female companion who was not his girlfriend. The police are now trying to track down that female companion. We have also confirmed that Stephen Paddock did, in fact, rent a room in Chicago in August, the same time as the Lollapalooza concert. The hotel, the Blackstone, is a 21-story hotel that overlooks Grant Park, where the concert was being held. The hotel confirmed that he did make a reservation, though he did not show up for the reservation. We have also confirmed that, in fact, Stephen Paddock booked a hotel room in downtown Las Vegas the week before this shooting at another event, a hotel that overlooks the Life is Beautiful concert down there. And we should note that police think the shooter was, in all of this, trying to get out of it alive.
All right, well, a lot to digest. Dana, we'll go to you first. Several targets that he talked about: Fenway Park, Chicago, another event in Las Vegas. All right, well, a lot to digest. Dana, we'll
that police think the shooter was, in all of this, trying to get out of it alive.
All right, well, a lot to digest. Dana, we'll go to you first. Several targets that he talked about: Fenway Park, Chicago, another event in Las Vegas earlier. What does that tell you?
Well, it does, I guess, point to a lot of the premeditation, and that it wasn't spontaneous, and that it wasn't necessarily targeting country music fans per se. If he was looking at other possible venues, for maybe just looking for large urban centers that had a lot of people that were not going to be able to run from, if he had a vantage point that was higher than him. I think there's just, I think the investigators are doing an amazing job. I also think they're completely overwhelmed, and the public is wanting answers, and they can't necessarily provide them right away. They're getting closer. The fact that we know now that he was at least seen with another woman at the time, hopefully they can track her down and find out some more information. In addition to that, I also think that when the investigators have been speaking, it's clear that they have more than they can say.
Right. Interested in Gutfeld is this woman that he was seen with. And that reminds me of the conversation you and I had about that woman in the local news report who, I guess, told someone, "You're all going to die soon." Yeah. Do you think that possibly could have been the same woman?
I don't know. It's hard in Vegas when you say there is a man seen with an unidentified woman. It's Vegas.
That was not his wife?
That was not his wife.
And over 2 weeks ago, Paddock sent Danley to the Philippines and wired her over $100,000. She says for a new house. And authorities are also investigating his alleged contacts with a different woman shortly before his rampage.
Hey guys, well, we are again on the north side of Mandalay Bay, a little closer to the sea now. I want to step out of the way so you can get a look at what we are looking at right now. You're seeing dozens of cop cars just lining Las Vegas Boulevard. This goes on for a couple of blocks south as well as north. Officers trying to figure out what's going on. This all started a couple of hours ago. We have a witness who is inside, or you're at the Mandalay Bay entrance, is that correct?
I was in Mandalay Bay area entrance.
Okay.
And they were shooting on that side of the building. I ran to the other side and they were shooting again. Okay, there was two shooters. There was different players shooting. Okay.
And how many rounds did you hear go off?
It was a machine gun. I heard like about 15, 20 rounds went off quick. You know. I know it was a machine gun because I'm a Vietnam vet, and it was really going off a lot.
What time did this happen? What was going through your mind when you heard the first round?
9:30 when it happened. 9:30 when it happened. 9:30 when it happened. When everything went down. You know?
And what was going through your mind?
What was going through my mind? To do a Vietnam crawl, get out of there. You know?
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Did you hear instructions from SWAT? Did they tell you to do anything?
Well, the police on one area was telling everybody, get out, get out, get out. And then when I came down the other end trying to get out, there was other police telling everybody, get out. And that's when I heard the second round going on, you know? But...
Did you hear anything, Did you hear anything or see a suspect?
I didn't see the suspect. I was moving too fast, okay? But he was close in the area where I was, okay?
Okay, and people were telling us, other witnesses mentioned that they heard gunfire directed across the street towards Las Vegas Boulevard towards a concert, Route 91.
Right. That was different. But they had people in here too. Right. That was different. But they had people in here too. Right. That was different. But they had people in here too. Two shooters in this building.
That's what you saw?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to share with us?
No, that's all I like to share because whoever it was crazy. They was trying to kill people for nothing. Okay?
Just an absolutely terrifying situation. The witnesses that we spoke to, a lot of them on vacation, and they come here out of nowhere. You hear just a bunch of rounds go